So very good morning to all of you. Hoping that my voice is audible to all of you. Now in my class, there are 12 students are there. So these 12 members only are eligible to choose the electives. Suppose if somebody is those who are absent are asking some other elective, we won't allocate electives. So better to all of you attend all the elective classes and you can choose. At the end of this entire class, I'll take attendance from all of you. And this attendance will be taken considerations when you're choosing your electives. Just remember that. Let's come to the two electives. I'm responsible to explain you why these two electives we are offering from the college side and what is the use of these two electives in the MCA course. In the beginning one, let's have a look into the social network analysis. All of you like social media very well. Every one of us have the multiple accounts of social media in the various platforms. Example of in the Facebook, if you ask anybody how many accounts do you have, he says 4 or 5, and the Twitter and Insta, as well as LinkedIn, and so on. So if you see called various social medias we have, what is the background behind of the social medias is why the social media is very popular than another one, why people likes very much the social medias. So as being a technical person, we should know what is the reason behind of it. Can we develop such type of social networks our own? And can we work in the social medias, example of Facebook like this? So suppose if you get a job in this type of companies, so the knowledge is required for you to expand businesses. So this is a subject especially helps you to improve the social networks. So this is the extension of what you call is called data mining concept, because of we need to do the work of social mining also. So the meaning of social is nothing but I call here now. We must be a part of the social. Here is it's not a subject of social studies or something here we are talking about. We're talking about society point of view. So social means as simple as this is society. So once you are a part of the society, we used to expand our friendship. Example of that. We used to expand our relationship with others. So always as being a human being, so what we do now we are now called, we always try to expand our network is. So what this network is, how do you analyze this network is, what is the use of this network is. So we should have some theoretical concept for this one. So this is a subject allows you to understand the central concept is. So when you see here now is social media point of view is as simple as it is a process of investigating social structures through the use of networks and graph theory. Because there is a graph theory that exists, there is a network is also exists. Suppose you are friend to some X, so yourself to X, so friend of. So A is a friend of B. For example, A and B are two people are there, and there is a friendship is there. So then A is a friend of B, and vice versa. B is a friend of A also. So there is now a line has come. There is an edge has come. So that edge now B is a friend of C also, for example. So now B to C has come, C to D has come, and so on like this way. So this is what we call network structure in terms of nodes as well as in the edges or links that connects them. The example of social structures commonly visualized through social network analysis. Example of just now I said social media networks as well as information circulation, friendship and acquisition networks, business networks, knowledge networks, difficult working relationships, social networks, collaboration graphs, disease transmission, and other types of relationships. So these networks are often visualized through sociograms, in which nodes are represented as points and the ties are represented as lines. This visualization provides a means of qualitative accessing the networks by varying the visual representation of their nodes and edges to reflect the attributes of interest. There is a common interest comes into picture is called. For example, blocks are there. So it might be you are interested to write the blocks. So blog is one of the topic where it is possible you can write your interest, your what are your views. For example, we had a scene in the movie of RRR and you would like to tell about the movie to people. Those who are interested, they can read it. So instead of previously it was used to discuss with our friends. Nowadays we are discussing what are the points are there. We are writing on the blocks. That is the way it is possible. We can disseminate information, whatever do you know, with your friends as well as other people also. So that it is possible for you to expand your network is. That is called here now. Your own network you would like to establish it is possible using this type of networks or social networks are. The same type of social network analysis has emerged a key technique in modern sociology. Example of this is called anthropology, biology, demography. These are the where we are using the social network analysis and also in the computer science also. The advantage of this SMA is it can process a large amount of relational data and describe the overall relation network structure, and as well as parameter selection to confirm the influential nodes in the network is, such as how much in degree is there and out degree is also. Once a network is established, it is possible for us to know what is the in degree of each and every node. At the same time, out degree also it is possible here. But Vishnuvardhan, raise your hand. Can you please tell that? Any doubts do you have? If you want, you can write on chat box. Okay, people are writing the names only. Anyway, right. So the advantage I just now said is possible for us to know both in degrees as well as out degrees of each and everything. So how many friends do you have is possible for you is called. You can bring it in your mind when I'm talking about this introduction. You can bring it to Facebook also. You know better than me about Facebook is, right? So that's possible for you to know that. Social network analysis has a theoretical roots in the work of early sociologists such as George Simmel and Emil Durkheim, who wrote about importance of studying patterns of relationship that connect social actors. So these are two people who have identified this called how much impact is there in the relationships is possible for us to know using this type of the diagrams are. And what are the here the metrics are possible to know that is called the how much strong do you have the network is possible to connections as well as distributions and segmentations. Using this type of things is possible for us to know. And what are the practical applications are? What are practical applications are? The best practical application we can see this is called security applications are. Social network analysis is also used in the intelligence, counterintelligence, and law enforcement activities. So this technique allows the analysis to map, convert organizations such as espionage ring, an organized crime family, or a street gang. It's possible for that to know that is called. So who are friends are there? So once you're taking a friendship in any other social media, you should be very careful about that. Suppose something happened, one of your friends have done something wrong against the country, and automatically they'll see this is called who are the friends of him. So common interest is there. That's why they have taken the friendship also. So that's the thing is called intelligence point of view also. This network analysis very helps a lot. At the same time, counterintelligence is called also. It's nothing but a call. This what war is there called the spies of a country, other country, they'll do some action. They will do against their country. That's the counterintelligence is also comes in picture. Because of see counterintelligence, the best country, the people you can say that the counterintelligence is what is each country? Which country the counterintelligence point of the best one? So think about it. It's not America, it's not US, it's not Russia, it's not India, right? It's not these two countries. It's a small country, right? The country is Israel. Israel is the counterintelligence point of view, topmost country, Israel is. So they have a network is called. Example of counterintelligence is called Putin. When you see, he worked as a this spy in the Germany, so on behalf of the Russia, on behalf of Soviet Union. So that is also counterintelligence. So our countries also we have our own network is okay. That's called RA. RA is intelligence department that they take care of. In Pakistan, it is called ISI. So like this called counterintelligence point of every country have their own intelligence wings that work okay against them what is happening to know that is called other country they work, right? The National Security Agency uses electronic surveillance programs to generate the data needed to perform this type of analysis on terrorist cells or other network deemed relevant into national security. So that's a US point of view for National Security Agency, NSA, that work like this way fashion. They use this type of social network analysis. The next one is called textual analysis and applications. So large textual corpora can be turned into network and then analyzed with the method of social network analysis is you have large text is there. It's possible for us to relationship between the text is possible in the social network analysis. In these networks, the nodes are social actors and the links are actions. The extraction of these networks can be automated by using the parsers. Means called segmentation of the text. It is possible for us to know entire things. The third one is called internet applications. Social network analysis has been applied understanding online behavior of individuals, organizations, and between websites. So myself is I used to upload what are the developments happen in our college, the events happen in the social media is. So I used to observe how many people reach these particular things are. So which one the students are showing interest, which one society is interested to see the news about our colleges. So always everyday analysis happens is this analysis what are happening is called only oral analysis. So let's have in the written analysis. Written analysis if we want, there is algorithms are provided. Using algorithms only it is possible for us to do the social network analysis. Social media and internet applications are social media network analysis has been applied to social media as a tool to understand behavior of the individuals and organizations through their linkages on social media websites such as Twitter and Facebook. There are important news, for example, is there very important news happen for the students. So I would like to post it in the social media. So which day is convenient for me? If I post it on the Friday evening or Saturday evening, it reaches a maximum number of people. So if I post it on Monday or Tuesday, it won't reach. So that's the analysis happened is for. So my analysis is for whenever the news you want to tell the people, all the students, right, entire world about the using social media about the college. I used to see this is called at weekends. I used to broadcast it so that reaches maximum number of people. If I broadcast it on working days or weekdays, it won't reach. So that's why I used to hide the information, whatever is there. So that's one of the analysis is generally happens. Other thing is suppose whenever the movie is there, movie always all the movies releases on the Friday, right? Because of Friday is the first day movie, people who go and see that one. Saturday and Sunday are weekends, people go on that one. So 3 days the talk comes about the movie is called a positive talk, a positive review comes out. It reflects on the other working days also. That's why most of the movies releases on the Friday. Next one is called in the computer supported collaborative learning is one of the things which comes into the picture here now. What are the key terms called density, centrality, in degree, out degree, as well as sociogram? Let's see PPT point of view. So that's what you have is called. So the syllabus is what you have is called understand basic concepts of social networks, understand various ranking algorithms, understand the fundamental concepts in analyzing a large scale data that are derived from social networks, implement mining algorithms for social networks, perform mining on large social networks and illustrate the results, analysis of various opinions on social networks. So these are the things are it's possible for us to know once you have collected the opted these activities. The syllabus is entirely theoretical syllabus. There are no practicals for you. So here we are not teaching you what is a Facebook is, what is a Insta is. All this behind of this type of these platforms only we teach you. The first unit is about social network mining is graph models and network and node metrics. Introduction to social network mining is illustrations of various social network mining tasks, the real world examples, data characteristics unique to the settings. This is about first unit is. Second is graph analysis of social network graph analysis, exploration, processing, graph kernels, graph classifications, clustering of social network graphs, centrality measures, community detection and mining, degeneracy, outline detection and centrality, partitioning of graphs, and a system for large network analysis and manipulation. The system is SNAP systems. The third unit is social network graph analysis and properties, explorations of social network processing and properties, finding overlapping communities, similarity between graph nodes, counting triangles and graphs, neighborhood properties of graphs, so Prazel paradigm and Apache graph processing systems. Fourth unit is about information diffusion in social networks, strategic network formation, game theoretic models for network creation, user behavior in social networks, information diffusion in graphs, cascading behavior, spreading, epidemics, heterogeneous social network mining, influence maximization, outbreak detection, opinion analysis of social networks, contagion, opinion formation, coordination, and cooperation. The final one is dynamic social networks, applications and research trends, dynamic social networks, link prediction, social learning and networks, special issues, information, biological networks, important applications of social network mining related to the above topics as well as research trends. So all these things is a theoretical concepts we have, starting from the basics of network mining, and advanced one is called the biological networks also is possible. So how does this virus spread it? It's possible for us to know this type of the social network analysis only is possible for us to know that what is called. All these things you can see this is called so special issues in the information biology network, right? So what he's talking about is called dynamic social networks, link prediction. Link also can predict it also using algorithms. It is possible you can predict it also. Is using attributes is possible you can predict it also. Very interesting subject. This social network analysis is. Hope so that you will opt this subject for this semester.